On and good morning, guys. I've lost count of what week we're on in quarantine, right? Where this is kind of starting to become the new normal at this point in time. Hopefully, all of you guys are safe and everything out there, and you guys are increasing and growing yourself every single day. So, wanted to talk with you real quick about the real estate business building tip of the week here, and I want to talk today about how and why doing less is better than doing more, especially when it comes to lead generation here. So I'm sure that you guys have heard of the old saying, a jack of all trades and a master of none. So this quote also applies to most realtors that I know when it comes to their lead generation methods. I know this is the opposite of what you've possibly heard in the past, right? As many funnels as possible, etc. But most think that they can never have enough leads and lead generation sources. But let's discuss why that might be the wrong approach for your real estate business here. So I talk to realtors daily, literally every day of the week. I talk to realtors. And they say things like, oh, I'm calling for sale by owners, expired, circle prospecting, doing open houses, Facebook ads, just starting to invest in Zillow. And I can't seem to get anything to work. Again, remember that saying, a jack of all trades and a master of none? To become great at anything, you must have massive amounts of repetition. When we're starting to take on too much, it never allows you time to really get good at anything. And so then you end up half-assing everything that you're doing. You're mediocre at best. So Tony Robbins calls it 30,000 hours of mastery, right? And you see this same trend in real estate as the average real estate agent doesn't make it 2 years in the business, right? But after you get through that point and people start to know you, you start to build that, you start getting referral business, etc., right? Because you're starting to gain some momentum. You're starting to stack that. So how do you get through that learning curve as fast as humanly possible? So let's talk about an example here. This might have been a bad example, but it was just one of the most systematic ways that my groups and teams have produced business and leads over the past few years. Let's take an open house. And I know right now is an interesting time because of COVID-19, but let's just take it for the system and the process side of things. So if you take time to do your research and find the right property inside the right area for your open house, right? There's a system that you should be following there. I would say 4 days before, you're going out knocking and delivering at least 500 flyers to this open house. Check equity or sweat equity. You and your team can go out and do it yourself, or there's services that will go out there and do that. 3 days prior to the open house, you're running a targeted Facebook ads promoting your open house directly. At 6 a.m. in the morning, you set up all of your signs, and then you make sure that they're all placed in areas where drivers can actually see them and they'll notice them so that you get the amount of traffic that you need, right? If you follow some of these and you have a nice house that's priced correctly, I mean, we're getting over 150 people through our open houses, right? That can be a huge lead generation source for you. You show up at least an hour before your open house. You make sure that the house looks great. You set up your registration table. Everybody registers when they come in that door, right? We use KV Core. We have the open house app that's up there. Everybody types in their info. They go directly into our CRM. Everybody gets a flyer there with how to make offers and stuff on the property, promotional material. You take the time out to ensure that everybody is registering with their information, as many as you can get. And then you take the time to give kind of an amazing tour. Because we get so many people through our open houses, we generally have 3 or 4 real estate agents posted, making sure that we're answering everybody's questions. We're all in branded shirts with our entire group logo and stuff on there, right? And so you create this experience Now, once the open house is done, before you leave with the house in the background, you shoot a quick little bomb video and you say, hey, thank you so much for stopping by our open house. I just wanted to remind you, if you wanted to make an offer, there's a lot of traffic on this property. Go to www.blah, blah, 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 and make sure that you register and you submit your offer as soon as possible, right? We're creating that supply and demand. And then after that, they're already in your CRM. If you're using the right app and stuff there, you set everybody up on a strategic drip campaign after that and property search, right? Then on Monday, you call everybody that attended the open house, and then you call them every 7 days for 3 attempts, then every 21 days after that. And again, guys, this is just an example. But when was the last time you did an open house like this? When was the last time you systematically did it out that much? Same thing. If I'm prospecting, right? It's 3 hours a day. I know exactly who I'm talking to. We could take this with any business building system that we're talking about, right? If I'm buying leads somewhere, what's my follow-up system look like? By no means am I not saying not to have multiple lead generation sources, but you have to, if you have to, make sure that you literally knock the ones that you're using out of the park, and then you can add in other things that will work with you. Guys, I hope this makes some sense, right? Because success is not in doing thousands of things, but in doing a few things thousands of times. By doing less, it's actually allowing you to do more. Anything you do, don't allow yourself to approach it with just kind of the average amount of action. Instead, jump in there, take some massive action, and you will absolutely produce some massive results. If you want to talk, you want to connect on what you're currently doing and how you can do that better, let me know. I'm always looking to partner with more agents, help them increase their business and grow the people that I connect with across the country. Hope all is well, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.